yourself. If people don't like you if you're being yourself, fuck them. Let me tell you something. I used to go with a girl, man, about your age. I try to please her peppy all the time. Went out my way to please her peppy. I come in one day, I said, nice weather we have. Said, you can't say that. You can't say that, it might rain. I said, nice tie you got on. Said, you can't say that. My wife tried to choke me with it. Point I'm trying to tell you, son, is be yourself. People don't like how you be yourself, fuck them. Fuck them up against the wall. Wear handcuffs on and crazy through on their lips.
God damn it, Cable. I love dogs so much. I want a dog so bad. I love Borcos. Borcos are the bestest. I had a pug in my I was married once before, and we had a pug. The ex-wife took it in the divorce, but still, I mean, I love dogs. That's the point. How's it going, Military Sans Frontieres? Guess what? Guess what, everybody? We have effing audio tonight. Your boy finally has his shit together, and the audio is working. At least I think it is. I'm pretty sure it is. You guys can hear me, right? Yes, dogs are great, Cable. What's going on, man? How have you been, sir? I hope your Thanksgiving was as awesome as mine was, sans the fucking Munzing family Mario Kart meltdown that yours truly had. I'm gonna let Crono tell that story. Welcome back, everyone. I am Make Shoot Of, also known as Big Boss. I am a variety Twitch broadcaster. I stream on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursday nights. You might be asking yourself, hey, Make Shoot Of, it's Wednesday. Why is your talk show Tuesday situation room up? Well, because last night, a Windows update fucked up all of my audio, and I tried to stream and do my normal talk show Tuesday, which, by the way, every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and my audio settings were all screwed up. I had to uninstall and reinstall Voicemeeter Banana. I had to go into my laptop's audio settings and reset the defaults on that. I also had to go into OBS Studio, reset all of my scenes and settings, and reset the audio there to get everything to work. It was amazing. No, it wasn't. It sucked. I wanted to break my laptop, but all is good. We're live tonight. We are going to make up for last night's Talk Show Tuesday. Yes, exactly. Windows can suck a fat one, Cable. Oh my God. But you know what? Could be worse. I could be living in the mountains of Afghanistan with no internet connection and people dropping mortars or fucking hitting me with indirect fire. That could be a thing. But we're not. We're fucking goofing off, playing video games on the internet, and I'm talking to people. I'm living the life, man. Tonight we are gonna make up that interview that I was supposed to have with my future brother-in-law at Chronologic25, one of the hashtag Cheekybros, resident fucking May one trick master. He's not a one trick. I called him a one trick on Twitter with May in Overwatch, but he's not a one trick. The dude is really good as an attacking and supporting character in Overwatch. He's one of our best players on the team. Yes, Cable, mortars are worse. Mortars are 100% worse. What's going on, Soccer? Isn't it awesome that you guys can hear me in the audio tonight? Give me 1 second. I wanted to do a thing with this thing here. Oh shit. Oh shit. Wait for it. Wait for it, fam. Wait for it. There it is. Boom. 99 cents plus tax with fucking 640 biddies and Chronologic 25, aka Captain Crono, aka Harambe, with the motherfucking sub. Thank you so much for hitting me up with the love so early in the show tonight. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Oh my God. I want to grind bits. Not $8 tea. I want to grind bits so bad. So tonight, we're gonna interview Chronologic 25 as soon as he gets done with his league match, which I'm pretty sure is gonna be real soon. One of the hashtag Cheekybros. Who are the Cheekybros, you might be asking yourself? Well, last week we interviewed Combustible Lemon. She is my sister-in-law, or future sister-in-law. She is Chronologic 25's sister. She's one of the Cheekybros. The Cheekybros are a group of family members who play together. Holy shit. Wait, Cable. Oh yeah, you resubbed Cable with the fucking resub 2 months in a row for A7X Cable. My brother-in-arms and my fucking Avenged Sevenfold lover. I can't even speak right now. Blah, blah. Thank you so much, man. I know, I can't believe it's already been a month, man. It's effing amazing. So I promise, once I get over fumbling all over myself, we're gonna get to the meat and potatoes. So the Cheekybros started with myself, my lovely fiance, Cake in a Barrel, her sister, Combustible Lemon, who I interviewed last week, Dr. Lemon, which, by the way, if you want to catch those previous episodes of Talk Show Tuesday where I did interviews and I talked about other stuff, search Make Shoot Up on YouTube and you can find all of those previous broadcasts. And last but not least, Chronologic 25. That's the original 4 Cheekybros. We have a couple of honorary Cheekybros, one of them being my mod extraordinaire, Soccer Poner. Soccer, if you want to shout yourself out in the channel, please do so. He is also a streamer. You can find him on Twitter at soccer_poner. Check out his Twitch channel at twitch.tv/soccerponer. He's one of the honorary Cheekybros. And we've got a couple of other honorary Cheekybros who also, 99 cents plus tax, recently added to the ranks of the Cheekybros, I think like 3 or 4 months ago, with his fucking dope-ass Hanzo skills, shooting people in the faces with arrows and shit, man. So that's the Cheekybros. I wanted to do a quick series where I interviewed all of them just to see if I can interview people. And plus, I think it's kind of fun to kind of tell the story of how we came to be as a gaming family and just, you know, let you guys get to know some of the characters, not characters, people that you will hear play with me in stream from time to time. So, before we get on with that, you can find me on Twitter at MakeShootOf. That's the best place to get a hold of me, see where my stream schedule is, see when I'm gonna go live and interact with me. You can find me on Instagram where I post lots of pictures and really goofy shit at MakeShootOf. And as I mentioned before, if you search MakeShootOf on YouTube, you'll find some of my previous broadcasts. So, let's do this. We're gonna get all up into this fucking Montel Williams interviewing style stuff, and we're gonna have a grand old fucking time. But first, hold on, what do I feel like? I feel like this. But first, let's get Crono introduced in here, all proper like Chronologic 25, also known as Captain Crono, also known as Harambe. Let's get him in here. Yes, I am, $8 T. I am definitely playing games after. I'm planning on doing Battlefront 2. What in the what? Crono, you there, bud? Yeah, my computer's losing its mind. Alright, let's see. Discord.
Hey.
Yo, Crono.
Hello.
Crono, what's going on, man? Can you hear me, sir? Hello. Hello, Crono. Chronologic 25.
I can hear you.
Hey, what's up, man? Sorry. My laptop can't handle all of the things that are going at one time, man. Everybody in the Military Sans Frontiers, please welcome to the show, Captain Crono, Chronologic 25. Yay, woo!
Hello.
Yay. You can clap for yourself, man.
I'm having a little bit of trouble hearing you right now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, it's cutting in and out a little bit.
Well, shit.
If you want. Or we can just try to work with this, but it's just like cutting out like your every third word or something like that.
Oh, okay. Actually, you were cutting out a little bit too.
Because it was working fine before.
How are we doing now? Oh boy. Crono, hello.
Yes. Hello.
Okay.
I hear you now.
You can hear me now.
Yes, but I feel like it's gonna keep cutting out. But we should just go ahead and try, I think. See how it goes.
Now I actually I don't let's do you have the ability to jump into the Xbox Live Party?
Yeah, I'll jump on the app right now.
Okay. Yeah, because the audio for Discord is cutting out on my end too. Do. Sorry, fam. Always dealing with technical difficulties. This is what happens when you try to run a show on a laptop that only has 8 gigabytes of RAM. Nonetheless, at least the problems we have from last night are fixed. All right, let's see. All right, party is working. I'm going to do this. Mute myself here. Actually, you know what? Let's just leave it. Let's do that. Leave that. Close it all together. Then we need to get Crono into the party. jump around, get up, and get down. Everybody jump.
Get up, and get down.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Hello.
Who'd have thought that Xbox Live Party Chat was going to be... Is that audio from the stream or is that audio from your headset? Because it's feeding back.
Yeah, is it good now?
Hold on. No, I can still hear myself.
You can hear yourself?
Yes.
That's feedback from my headset. I don't know why it's doing that. All right, give me half a second and I'll fix it. Sorry.
It's all right, man. It's not a big deal.
I have no clue why it's doing it, but it is. All right, I'll be right back.
But yeah, it could be so much worse. There could be zero audio. So one of these days, I am gonna get a streaming PC with all of the RAM, and things are gonna be so awesome. You're right, Soccer. Classic song for Halo 3 Super Bounces. Man, in Halo 2, I tried so hard to learn how to do super bounces, and I sucked at it really bad. It was just too difficult for me, man.
Hello.
Oh, hey, we're good.
We're good? Is this good? Okay.
Oh yeah, we're crystal clear, man. No feedback. You sound beautiful.
You sound beautiful as well. This is high quality mic. I don't know what. It's the Yeti maybe or something, but you sound very, very clear.
Hell, I have this Yeti because of you, man. In fact, this
I suppose
this whole thing would not have been started without, and I tweeted this over Thanksgiving. This whole thing would not have been started and been launched to the point where it's at if it weren't for your help. And I'm eternally grateful to you for it, man.
Well, I'm very glad to help out. And I don't know if I'm as integral as you like to think, but I think it's more to do with you than me.
Hold on, man. Everyone has their inspiration or their muse, if you will, or the helpful nudge to get them going in the right direction. You gave me that. So don't sell yourself short, man. Don't sell yourself short. All right.
Well, thank you. I'm very glad.
Welcome to the show, Harambe, or Captain Crono, as I like to call you. Let's just jump right into it, man. Everybody in the stream who's in chat or who's hung out or watched the show kind of knows who the Cheekybros are. We want to get to know you a little bit. Just where do you fall in the hierarchy of the Cheekybros siblinghood?
That's a tough one. Because for a lot of, growing up, I wasn't, I was a lot significantly younger than all my sisters. So I didn't live with a lot of them very much, at least not when I was like super like a person, I just was really little and just hung out,
Mm-hmm.
So I guess, yeah, just I fit in because I'm like the youngest. I'm the boy. I'm like very like I don't know what the word is for it, but I'm just sort of. It took me like a while to sort of like become more of like a friend, I feel like, than just like a family member. But now that like I'm an adult, I feel like we like mesh a lot more, and I feel like a lot closer to everyone. But it definitely took like becoming an adult and like having a lot more like common ground with them. You know what I mean?
The age gap between you and Billy is how many years?
10 years.
Wow. Oh man, I didn't. You know what? I don't know why I haven't put that together yet.
Yeah. So, the youngest of my older sisters is 10 years older than me. I only lived with her, oh gosh, I don't even know when she moved out, but like a large majority of my life, I didn't live with any of them. So, that like I only saw them like a couple times a year, and that made it like a lot different, I feel like, than the relationship they all had with each other. Because they lived together and like grew up together.
As long as I've known you, which now I've known you since 2013 now, I think is when I met you, or was it 2014?
I don't even know. It's been so long. It feels like forever.
Yeah, it was either late 2013 or early 2014 that I met you for the first. No, it was 2013 I met you for the first time. I'm pretty sure. But dude,
that sounds about right.
All this time I never put that together. Like, yeah, you're a sibling out of 4, but you pretty much had the almost the only child experience growing up, if that's accurate.
I got the best of both worlds. I got the only child experience, and I have a bunch of siblings who are awesome. So I'm pretty lucky.
So like, I gotta ask, man, and I'm not trying to pit you against anybody else. Blump, Dr. Lemon, Cake. I promise this is just for funsies. I just want to know who do you feel you have the closest connection with?
I've thought about that a lot before, and it's really tough to tell because I feel like everyone I have like a different relationship with. So like I don't know like which one's like a closer relationship. Because like with Billy, I have more of like a sibling relationship because I did grow up with her some, and like I've been around her probably the most. So like we had more of like the like sibling-ish relationship where we like fought and like hung out a lot and like had to live together for a while. And then like then the other side of it, like with Karstina, is probably the least interaction with her, but at the same time I feel like we share a lot of similarities. So we like have that going on, where we're like very similar, and she's like the cool one kind of, because like she wasn't around a lot, so like that's how I always kind of thought about her, I guess, growing up. And then like
oh, go ahead, man. Sorry.
Candace, I feel like we had just like Candace, I feel like I don't know exactly how to describe it, but like I feel very like we like think very the same. So like I feel like whenever I tell Candace something, she'll like think about it the same way I think about it.
Agreed.
So, like, I feel like she's very like confidable in for me.
Right.
And that sort of thing. So I think that kind of sums up my relationship with everyone in like a very, simple bullet point way. The dynamic to me is really interesting. And like I said, I don't know why I didn't really like think about this and put it together, that there's that much space between you, Blump, Lemon, and Cake. So like it's really interesting how that dynamic can go from, like I said before, a family of 4 siblings. Hi Cake. Hi, guess what? We're talking about you right now. She just got home from work. That dynamic, just to go from 4 siblings to almost like being an only child, man. So what that kind of destroys my next question, because I was gonna ask you, like, were there ever times where it was challenging being the only boy, but you didn't really get that full-on experience? Yeah, no, I never like, not to like, but like I never felt like very challenging being the only boy, because I was alone a lot, and then like, it was cool having a bunch of older sisters. They were all very nice to me and like took care of me and stuff. So I got no problems with that. No complaints.
Well, Shit, man.
At least nothing I can think of right now, or when I was thinking about before, that really like, because of being the only boy, like affected me negatively or anything. It all seems like fine to me.
You know, I honestly, now that I think about this, and I'm glad, just like I told Lemon last week, I'm glad we're doing this, because I feel like doing this one-on-one stuff, even though it's online in an interview format and other people are watching, I feel like I'm learning a lot more things about the interactions between each of us as we talk, and about each one of you individually. Even though there's a significant age gap between you and I think now that I'm realizing how much of an age gap there was between you and your three sisters, I'm starting to understand why we kind of click together beyond just like you know, pop culture and video games.
Yeah, I think you know, having older sisters is really good because I don't know, I identified with not old people, but you know, somewhat older people like than me. So I'm like used to that interaction a lot, so I feel like it's easier for me to connect with like other adults and stuff.
Okay. Do me a favor. I don't know if Ryan can hear me, but let him know that we're in the middle of a broadcast, we're doing an interview, and that we will be able to talk to him at a later time. Let's see. Oh, whoops.
We'll talk to him later.
Man, I feel bad now.
No, it's fine.
Hey,
Old people. I didn't say anything about him being old. I said older people.
Older soccer. And you know what? Just because your ass is still south of 30 doesn't mean you get to jump on the bandwagon and call people old too. I see what you're doing on the slide. Low key calling me old. Got something for you, man. Wait till it's your turn to be interviewed. I'm gonna show you no mercy. Oh man. So as a kid, man, earliest years, what is your earliest gaming memory that you can think of?
Earliest gaming memory. That's pretty tough. Cause like the earliest thing I can think of is a lot of like Carstina and Candace like playing computer games, at least from what I remember. I remember like watching them play stuff on the computer all the time, like watching Candace play Tomb Raider, and Carstina and Candace played like Sonic 3, I remember, and then there were a bunch of like classic games that I remember them playing on the computer. But I guess for me, the first like gaming like that I can think of is when I got a Game Boy Color for Christmas one year with Pokemon Crystal, I think it was. And I loved it so much. Like I really liked Pokemon, like watching Pokemon and like collecting the cards and stuff, so I wanted to play the games. And so I think that was like my beginnings into gaming and such, is with like Nintendo, like Pokemon and you know, other handheld games. I eventually got a Game Boy Advance later on, and like a DS later from that. And yeah, that was a lot of what I did. Like I played that with my friends at school, and like Pokemon was very, very influential. And then I guess I don't know how old I was, but Carstina gave me Xbox, an original Xbox with a bunch of games. And that's when I really started to get into like console gaming with like Halo and
oh my god,
some other things I played.
Yeah.
I don't remember what else, but I remember Halo.
What are you reading this right now? Crono, still there, man?
Derek. And yeah, I don't know. That's basically how I got into gaming.
Yo, are you? I'm sorry to derail this, but are you seeing this in chat right now? First of all, good evening, Skenglord88. I swear on Minan's grave, I could easily press you IRL and drop you out cold with one swing, big man. Well, congratulations. I'm glad you have such confidence in your abilities. Hi, nice to meet you. Thanks for challenging me to a fight, internet stranger. Welcome to the show. Ask anyone
Man, got
about
some
the Skeng
confidence,
Lord
dude.
in Birmingham. They'll tell you I'm really on job. One swing down your moan hole and I'd knock you the fuck out. Cool, man.
Damn, that's some fighting.
Cool.
Those are fighting words.
Honestly, welcome, Skeng Lord. That's cool. Doesn't matter anyways, because I'll probably never meet you in real life. You probably would never want to meet me in real life anyhow, man. Oh my goodness. Thanks for the follow, Skeng Lord. I appreciate it. I hope we never have to meet one day and like fight in real life, because I don't want to have to do that. Anyhow, I thought he was talking to me. I'm glad you're taking that blow. Soccer. Trust me when I tell you. He wouldn't connect, bruh. He wouldn't connect.
Damn. I'd pay to see this fight.
Oh my goodness, man. All right, so I missed the boat on Pokemon in gaming in all forms. I watched the show just a little bit, but I didn't really. Thanks again for that follow, Skeng Lord. Appreciate it. Welcome to the firefight. Well, welcome to Militaris Sans Frontiers. I watched the show a little bit, but I didn't really watch it a whole lot because that was like tail end of high school for me, so it never really caught on for me. So I feel like everyone that really loves Pokemon, I feel like I'm just kind of like out of the loop on it. So
Yeah, I mean, it's not like a game for adults, you know? You had to like it when you're a kid, and then you play it now, and you have the nostalgia. Like, it's not really something you get in now and be like, oh, this is so cool, this is the best, you know? So, I mean, it's understandable. If you didn't play as a kid, like, you're never really going to be interested in it, I don't think. Unless you, like, want to play it competitively, I guess.
So did you say your first console was the OG Xbox, or did you have something before that?
Yeah, OG Xbox. I'm pretty sure it was my first console, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, and I remember playing. There was a like 007 Nightfire game that we played like so much of, just like split screen.
Yeah.
And like Halos for sure. We played a lot of. We had a Dance Dance Revolution game. We played a lot of. Yeah, I love that thing. That was good times. There's Crimson Skies.
Oh my God, Crimson Skies! Holy crap! I got that game for free with my first OG Xbox, man.
That game was fun. I like that game.
It was fun. It was underrated and it was fun. I wish I had played more of it because I never beat it. So
yeah, I don't know if I beat it or not. But
dude,
yeah, that was an interesting time.
You're kind of in a unique position because I feel like your youth and your adolescence went through. Honestly, in my opinion, we're like in the midsection of the golden age of gaming, and that's where I believe we're at right now, as far as advancements in technology and just the way the direction games are going, console wise and PC wise. Now that's not good for people's wallets, but you know, it's still pretty good. But on the flip side of that coin, I kind of feel bad for you, man, because you missed out on a lot of shit, dude.
Yeah, like you could say I missed out on a lot, but at the same time, I think it's just like different, you know, because like the stuff that you would say is like I missed out on is mostly just because that's just what you played when you as a kid, you know. So whether like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm really distracted right now by Skeng Lord.
I know. I was reading that too when you were talking about that.
This is fucking
Someone
great,
wants to
man.
fight, dude.
Oh my God. Listen, big man. Yeah, wouldn't connect. Don't get me mad, kid. Man, like Skeng is really on job. Swear on me man's grave. I've got my shirt off and I'm ready to cam 1v1 with you on stream. One bomb would knock you the fuck out, kid. Yo.
If you, I'm turning this interview around. If you had one of the Cheekybros to back you up in this fight, which would you pick and why?
Cake in a barrel. Because she's pretty fucking strong. She played rugby. And underneath that really pretty female exterior, there's a fighter under there.
Plus you got the fiance synergy going on. So
Yep.
it'd be all over. Just a clear choice.
No offense to you or Lemon or Blump, but I know firsthand Cake in a Barrel's strength, so I would pick her to back me up. Plus, I taught her how to shoot, so if things really got out of hand, she could just put a couple of hot rocks in them and we'd be good.
If I had to pick someone to back me in a fight, it would definitely be Dad.
Ah! See, I didn't know that Dad was an option.
They'd just walk up, they'd see Dad behind me, and they wouldn't even fight. Dude. No, he's not a fight. He's not an option. I was cheating, but
Holy shit, man. Oh, shit. Where was I going? I let myself get totally deep. Okay, yeah. Golden age of gaming. You missed out on some stuff. But you know what? And this is why you don't have an appreciation for, you know what I'm going to say, Link to the Past.
Link to the Past. Here it comes, dude. I'm ready.
But that's not the only game you missed out on in the 32-bit era, man. F-Zero, fucking Super Metroid, Super Punch-Out. There's so many fucking really good games you missed out on. But hey, what are you gonna do? Nowadays, we could just either get a Super Nintendo Classic or a game emulator, and you can always go back and play those games. So, you know.
No. All right. Let's all band together and disagree with Soccer Poner. Majora's Mask is not the best Zelda game. I'm sorry, man, but you're just wrong.
This is true. That's fine, Soccer. You own it. You strut that stuff. You fucking love Majora's Mask. You represent that well. Unfortunately, no one is gonna be in your camp on this one, man. Oh my goodness.
I think for me, what makes Ocarina of Time extra special for me is it's just like when I first played Ocarina of Time, it was with Candace, and we got an N64 emulator on her Mac computer, and whenever she'd come to visit, we'd like play like a little section of it, and we like slowly made our way through the game, and that made it really special for me. So I think that has a lot to do with why I like Ocarina of Time so much.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have an aneurysm if I laugh any harder at this. I'm offering you out on my cam. 1v1 my veins right popping out of my 18-inch pecs. What in the hell are you talking about? 18 inches across? 18 inches up and down? 18-inch circumference? Because if that's the circumference of your chest, it's pretty small, bruh. Bruv, I swear down, you really trying to press back on me? No, man. No one's trying to press back on an internet stranger. No, Cake, I'll never stop with a Link to the Past. Love you, dear. Oh my goodness. You still there, Crono?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that, man. So you guys played it on Candace's Mac on an emulator?
Yeah.
Huh. Did you have the controller for it and stuff? Or did you keyboard and mouse it?
Nope. Keyboard and keyboard.
Keyboard and keyboard?
There was no mouse.
What the fuck?
There was no mouse.
So you really experienced how shitty the cam was in that game.
If I can play Ocarina of Time on the computer with only keyboard and still think the game is good and not ruined by the shitty aiming, you can't tell me that using it on the controller isn't, like, you know what I'm saying? You know that I like that game for real.
I'll give that to you, man. I had no idea that you guys played that keyboard, no mouse. First of all, that takes some skill. Second, it takes a shit ton of patience to get through that game without, holy shit, man. How did that even work? How did you aim?
It was like you would aim with like the arrow keys, but like it was so jumpy that like you had to find angles to hit stuff. Like you had to be pretty creative to get it to work. It was pretty fun. In hindsight, it was fun. In the time, it was not fun.
You guys, I tell you, I think I know where you get your sense of humor and your imagination and all of that shit. But you guys are gluttons for punishment if you did that. Holy crap. Oh lordy.
I don't know, man. This is interesting.
All right, so let's get into adolescent years of Crono, man. My timeout fingers itch. He hasn't gotten too much out of line yet, man. if he's just being silly right now. Honestly, I think it's funny. He hasn't done anything offensive yet. The second he does, it's no big deal, man. Yo, Skang, hope you read the rules. Play nice, or we're gonna have to boot your ass. So, adolescent years of Crono. I've asked Lemon this question last week. I want to ask you the same question because I'm pretty interested. What were your favorite years of grade school or high school?
That's a tough one, I think. I guess like in elementary school, like 7th grade is just like, okay, so we didn't have a middle school, so it went from K to 7, and then high school was 8 to 12.
Yeah.
So 7th grade in high school was like cool times. Like you were cool, you were off by yourselves in like an own part of the building. You know, like it felt fun, and like you felt like the kings of the school and stuff. So really enjoyed that. I remember we had good times with that. But definitely like senior year of high school was probably my favorite, because like I just had a lot of close friends, and you know, I was in the marching band, I was in forensics, I was like involved with lots of things, and I had a lot of you know, just a lot going on. I was very involved. Like everyone like knew me like some way or another. So yeah, I don't know, it just was a fun year. Classes weren't, you know, very hard. So
I remember that year
just,
quite
like,
well
having
too.
Fun.
That was the year you ditched me for League.
Ditched me? I don't know what to tell you, dude. I just go where the people need me. I don't know what to tell you.
Your people needed you. Oh my goodness, man. Senior year. You were already did you work pizza in junior and senior year, yeah?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So how did you do that balance, that work-life balance of school and pizza in? I mean, how did that work out for you?
I mean, it wasn't that hard. Like, to be like really honest with you. But like Floyd County High School isn't like this most strict school you'll ever go to, and it's not the most rigorous. So the only class I really had that was like tough during those times is I was taking like pre-calc and calculus and stuff. The rest of it was like very just show up sort of classes. So I had to do, you know, like math homework in the back like many a time, but overall it wasn't very difficult to go to work after school and you know, go to school the next day, because most of the stuff, you know, I could get done during the day.
Did work kind of feel
and Casey,
like
you know,
what's up?
Casey was very good with like scheduling and stuff, so whenever I needed off, you know, I had it off, so that wasn't an issue.
So it kind of seemed like that job was kind of like a catch-up place, or a place where you could get a breather and get some schoolwork done, or just kind of like a social kind of thing for you.
Yeah, it really was like a good social thing, because like you know, I was really good friends with pretty much everyone I worked with. There's like a couple people I didn't like over the time, but like they were still like tolerable and still someone I talked to. So yeah, I think I made a lot of friends at Pizza Inn and just had fun working there.
So shit, man, lucky you. My fucking high school job experience sucked. It was hard work.
Yeah.
The only reason I was there was for the paycheck. There was no time to catch up on any schoolwork. Constantly tired, and I wanted to get out of there all the time. It was not what I was expecting.
Yeah. Well, working at a pizza place in a small town is very different, I imagine. Like, there would be nights where we'd make pizza to like 6, and then that would be it for the night. So like the next like 4 hours we'd play like 8-ball pool on our phones and like hang out, like do a little cleanup here and there, watch some Netflix. Like it got to be like sometimes during the winter months like kind of a joke to like be there for so long without doing anything, because like there just wasn't a lot to do. Like you can only clean so much, you can only like prepare for whatever so much.
Yeah.
So a lot of it was just kind of like waiting around for people to order, and they usually didn't. So it wasn't the most difficult job at times, so it made it a lot more fun and a lot easier to like make relationships with people there.
Well, shit, man. If you had any advice for a young adolescent student in high school picking up an after-school job, what would you tell them?
I mean, I got lucky. I can't, there's no way to advise someone into a situation like that. Like, that just kind of was lucky on my part. But just, I mean, if you're upfront with like what hours you want and like when you'll need off and stuff, like it'll make it a lot easier because like they can plan around it. It's not like difficult for them to plan around you like having days off. You just need to be upfront about it is all.
Well, shit, man. Well, you heard it there. You heard it here first, kids. If you're in high school and you want to get an extracurricular job, make sure it's your uncle that's running the store and that he'll give you whatever schedule you want.
Exactly. That's the easiest way to do it. Step one.
So, sophomore at Tech, huh? Holy crap.
Yep.
Halfway through, too, actually, for the most part. This is time. I got to tell you, you may not feel this way, but I definitely feel this way, and I know Cake feels this way. Time's going way too effing fast, man.
Yeah. It's like it feels long, but at the same time, it doesn't feel like any time at all. It's like weird to describe, but.
Oh my goodness. All right, Skeng. If you don't have anything productive to add to the conversation between me and Crono with his interview, I'm gonna have to mute you, or time you out for a couple minutes, man. You need to chill. Chill. I know you want to fight me. I know you want some of this fucking chocolate thunder, but no. Okay? Just no.
Chocolate thunder.
Shit, man, when I met you, you didn't even have your driver's license, man. I want to say, yeah, you hit 15 when I met you. Because your birthday's in February.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure you were 15 when I first... No, you might have been 14. Holy shit. Nuts, man. Nuts. So, in your year and a half at Tech, favorite things so far about college?
Favorite thing about college? I don't know. The food's pretty great here at Tech. I mean, it's not a surprise, but it's pretty great. I like the food a lot, and I've met a lot of people, so that's always fun. I don't know. It's hard for me to like pick one thing. There's a lot of good things about it, so I'm pretty happy.
Food. That's good. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I just timed out Skinglord because he's still calling me out to a fucking cam fight. I don't know what we're gonna accomplish with that, but whatever. So let's go back to League of Legends, the game you ditched me for in your senior year of high school.
For League of Legends. How dare you?
You partially ditched me. Let me give it to you from my perspective. We played a shit ton of Destiny together, and I didn't start playing that game until you were playing it. I got that game because of you, man. Well, kinda. Did I get that game because of you? No, I got it before no. I'm still gonna blame you anyways. I got that game partly because of you. And I kept playing it because of you. And we played a crap ton of it. And it just, towards your senior year in high school, I mean, your workload picked up in school, let's be honest. You had a job. You were doing a lot of classes and all of that stuff. But I feel like your league career really skyrocketed junior and senior year of school. Is that when you got into league, junior year?
That sounds about right. Like, a big thing for me was like I'd go to school, go to work, and I'd get home at like 8:39, and then like just play a couple of matches of league, go to bed. Usually weren't on that late. So I think that's more of what stopped me from playing with you all the time.
Yeah, I mean,
Because like think about it, like when you like messed up your ankle and everything, or your leg, I guess. Like we play together a lot because we were able to play in the day before I went to work and stuff. So like that is just, I think the timing was bad for a lot of the time we didn't play together.
That's, you know.
I mean, I'm not saying I didn't play a lot of League and that took away from the time that maybe we could have played, but it's still, you know, I think it had more to do with the timing.
It's fine, man. I'm just giving you a hard time. My favorite thing to do is give you a hard time about how you ditched us to play League. I honestly think I'm glad that you did, because it's really cool that you got to, you know, you captained a team last year for Tech, yeah?
Yeah. Well, that's pretty misleading to anyone watching. I didn't really captain a team for Tech. I captained a team in a mural tournament at Tech, you know. It sounds a lot better when you say it like that.
Sounds to me like you captained a game in a league for, I mean, you were a captain of a league team that played.
Right. But the way you're saying it is, you know, like I captained the Virginia Tech team, you know, like it sounds different. I just feel like it needs to be clarified.
Well, did you guys win the league championship for VESPA Live?
We did, indeed.
So
we did.
You're the captain of the Virginia Tech League of Legends team.
I suppose.
You suppose. How did that come about, man? Just first of all, I know how you found out that people at Tech played League, but how did it even come about that you got your own team together to play in these tournaments?
Well, let's see here. So, like, I knew a club at Tech, and I was pretty interested, so I went to a couple of their meetings, and I didn't really like it that much because I felt very, like, out of place because everyone, like, knew each other already and, like, was very, like, close, and I don't know, it just felt weird for me. So, I went to, like, a couple meetings, and then I never went again. And then, they sent out an email and they're like, hey, we're doing this tournament. It's going to be like randomized, like what team you're on. You just sign up, you get put on a team and you play. And I was like, sounds fun. And like, you know, anyone who's played the game like semi-competitively always wishes they had like a team to play with, you know?
Yep.
So I was really into the idea. So I signed up and I got assigned to a team and it was really fun. And, like, I liked the people we played with mostly, and like a lot of like better players, like they taught me a lot. They like helped me improve my play, and you know, I felt like it was nice to have some people to play with consistently. So we got to the semifinals, or no, we got to the finals, and we got second place by one game. So it was like 3-2 instead of because it was best of 5, and it was really just like really fun, really exciting. I really enjoyed it. So you know, I wanted to do it the next year. So they were looking for captains, and I was like, you know what, that seems fun. So I just signed up, and you know, it just happened.
That's really cool. And watching those games, those tournaments on, I don't know a whole lot about League. The very little that you taught me, and I kind of wish that I'd gotten a little more into it. But I mean, you know the reasons why I don't play. But just watching those tournaments, especially when they're showing how you're making plays and all that, it was fucking cool as shit, man.
Yeah, that's probably one of the best parts, is when you have casters like talking about you playing and like hyping up what you do and stuff. That really makes it so much more fun.
So do you feel that you've learned any important lessons that you could take on with you throughout the rest of your life, being a captain of these league teams?
I mean, like real life lessons, I don't know. Like some small things, like, you know, it's impossible to organize 5 college students together to practice, and it's you know, people will be childish no matter how old they are. Those are some things I learned.
Believe me, if this past weekend was any indicator, I know that at any age you can be childish.
I suppose.
Oh my goodness, man. I think honestly, I think you might be selling yourself short on that one. I think maybe as the years go on and you look back on these experiences, being on this team, you're probably gonna realize that there are some intangibles that you didn't even notice at the time that are gonna really stick out to you. How do you handle the pressures of competitive play, man? Because I've always wondered that.
You just the way to like the way it is not, you just it's really hard to say, but you just can't let it bother you. Like, that sounds really dumb, and I know for some people that's like impossible, but like for me, when I play competitive games, you just have to only take it so seriously. Like, there's a point where you have to remember, like my favorite saying is, you win some, you lose some. You got to take that to heart. You can't win every game. You'll never win every game. You have to lose some games. And if you just keep that with you and just try to improve as you play, then that's all you could do, you know?
Huh. I think at one point in my life, I had that mentality back when I used to play a shit ton of Madden online back on PlayStation 2, I think it was. Yeah, PlayStation 2, when they had that network adapter and you could play Madden online. I think I had like 500 or 600 games total. And I don't know, I think I was at like a 650 or 700 win rate. And I would get so salty when I would lose games, and then I would get really happy when I would win games, and then it would just get to a point where it was kind of like an ebb and flow back and forth. I wonder if I had stuck with that, if that mentality had stayed with me. But I get salty as shit. I love to win. I'm ultra competitive, so you know. Yes, Invalidity. I played PS2 online.
PS2 online, dude. Like, the like thing to think about is like above 50% win rate. That's amazing. Like, you're doing great, you know. So if you think about like every game you win, almost every game you win, you have to lose a game. Like, that's sort of the mentality. Like, you just think about it logically, that you have to lose some games and you won't be as salty. That's what I say.
Yeah, you know, that's a good point. That is a good point. I do have to start doing more mental. I think honestly, I probably just have to play more PvP just to get used to that feeling. So, I don't know.
And I mean, like, and on the flip side of that, like competitive, like the league tournaments and stuff, like when you lose, it's salty. Like, you can't, when the competition like matters that much, like sometimes you just have to be salty about it, you know?
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. But like in an everyday like solo queue, like ladder grinding kind of thing, like you just gotta like take the hits as they come, and just, you win some, you lose some.
Okay. So, I mean, other than the things that you just mentioned, do you have any tips for any aspiring competitive game players out there?
Like, anyone who's like interested in getting into esports or like competitive gaming as a whole, or like
Yes.
League of Legends specifically?
Esports, or not necessarily esports, but just competitive gaming. I guess with the goal of getting into esports.
I mean, anyone who just wants to do competitive gaming, you just learn from the people who are already good. Like, watch streams, read articles. Like, you just have to have game knowledge. The mechanics and like the all that comes with just practice. Like, there's no other way. Like, just play the game a lot, learn as much as you can about the game, and yeah, like watch the pros. It's just like any other sport. Like, that's really what it comes down to. It's just a sport like any other.
And it's funny you mentioned that. I agree with that 100%, because the things that you've taught the Cheekybros in Overwatch, as far as character usage, spacing, like team synergy, and how to work things in certain situations, has been awesome. I honestly want to do more of those sessions, because I like it when we get better as a team. I mean, it feels good to perform well individually, but I actually like it better when we have those synergistic, like Zen-like moments where everybody does, you know, good things together.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I like talking about it, but like, I just don't like know how much you guys like it that much.
Man, you sell yourself short. I'm telling you, we do enjoy it. We're hungry for the knowledge, man. You gotta believe me when we tell you that. Well, shit, man. I think this has been pretty good. You ready to hit the chat up for some questions? See if they got any.
Sure. Yeah.
Other than the aforementioned question from $8 the other day, when is it the appropriate time to ask what that mouth do?
Every time's a time. That's all I gotta say about that.
Oh shit, man. So while we're waiting on questions to come in, I want you. Oh, we already got one. Can you see it?
No.
$8 T.
What are you in school for?
Yep.
I'm currently in a program called Computational Modeling and Data Analytics, CMDA for short. It's essentially a mixture of computer science, math, and statistics. So it's a lot around like companies have, massive amounts of data, and your main objective is to collect and represent the data in a clear and understandable manner for the business people to make decisions off of, basically.
Wow. Data scientist. Yeah, he's the data scientist. No, he does not wear glasses. At least not yet.
Not yet,
goodness,
yeah.
Man.
I figure I will end up wearing glasses. I mean, everyone else does, so.
You think so?
I'm just ready for it to happen. Yeah, I figure.
I don't know, man. You never know.
Because everyone, as they've gotten older, started wearing glasses. Billy didn't always wear glasses. I actually have no clue about the other two, though. Whether they always have worn glasses or just started when they got older.
As long as I've known Cake, she's worn glasses, and she's blind as a fucking bat.
Yeah, as long as I can remember, Candace and Kirsten wore glasses, but, I feel like it wasn't always that way.
So... we all needed them pretty young, though. Well, I think there's a lot of hope for you, Crono, because you're pushing 20, man, and your eyes are still good. So,
I guess we'll see.
Cake says since elementary school for Lemon and herself. If you so desire, man, tell the story of the Mario Kart tournament / debacle.
I don't think we need to talk about that. It's not that big a deal.
It's not gonna bother me, but it's all good, man. I'll just put it to you guys this way. That whole thing about me hating to lose, it's real. And Crono's pretty fucking good at Mario Kart. And you already know, if you played Mario Kart 8, it's pretty rage-inducing with all the power-ups and things. So we'll just leave it at that. Crono plus me plus Crono beating me in Mario Kart, not a good mixture.
We could. There's always we could try to do it different styles. If we did it without computers, I feel like it would be a lot less frustrating. Because there wouldn't be it would just be the items your opponent threw you. It'd be an eighth of the items existing on the map. So I feel like it'd be a lot less frustrating.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that, man? It's
sounds fun to me.
Well, thanks so much for taking time out of your busy schedule of studying and playing League and just living the college life, the collage life, to talk to me, man.
I'm glad to do it.
What's your schedule looking like for the rest of the week, man? I always wonder what you're doing.
Well, tomorrow morning I have a physics lab at 8 a.m. And after that I have some homework to do, and then probably just play some games and eat food and whatnot, do with friends. Then on Friday, I have a CS lab, so I have to go and write some programs and such, and then the weekend.
Yep, that sounds pretty neat. Is Blump coming to pick you up on Saturday, or is Lemon?
Time will tell. Time will tell. I have no idea.
Well, thanks so much, Crono. This is a good time. I really appreciate you stopping by and taking the time to do this, man.
Of course.
Well,
glad to be here.
Yeah, I am too. We have got to, and I'm pretty sure $8 T feels the same way. One of these days we have to play Overwatch again. We gotta find the time for that. We gotta find some time.
I'll be super rusty though.
Oh, we all will be, man. We all will be. So it's fine with me, man. We just go in there. We'll pick our go-to characters. Get right back into it. I was saying earlier on stream, I called you a May 1 trick on Twitter, but you're definitely not a May 1 trick for sure.
I mean, it's close enough.
And Soccer is also correct. We got to try out. Is it Moira? Is that how you pronounce her?
She looks stupid. I mean, she's OP from what I understand, but she looks super boring. It's just like Zenyatta, but beams instead of balls. I don't know. Seems annoying.
I do like the people who have made these little animated shorts of the rivalry between her and Mercy, though. Those are pretty funny to me.
Yeah, they are pretty funny.
I'm pretty sure you've already seen it. I saw a comic strip today of I think it was Moira prescribed Mercy copious amounts of daily dick sucking in medical form. It was hilarious.
I have not seen that, but that sounds pretty hilarious.
It's pretty funny, man. Yeah, Cake, I know we gotta figure something out. We'll talk. We'll get it squared away. At $8 T, we gotta find some time to play with you two, man. And you too, Soccer. Well, we gotta just get the team back together and play some Overwatch, man. Well,
indeed.
All right, fam. I guess this is a good place to call it, man.
All right, sounds good to me.
All right, well, I'll see you around. Enjoy class tomorrow morning, and thank you again.
See you later.
Okay. And there he goes, Captain Crono, Chronologic 25, aka Harambe, my future brother-in-law. He's a funny kid. His personality is amazing. He's a good dude, man. He's a really good dude. So that's it. That's part 2 of #Get to Know the Cheekybros. I really appreciate everybody stopping by and watching. I'm glad we got everything knocked out and we didn't have any real serious audio hiccups tonight. Crono, thank you so much for the sub. Cable, thanks for the resub. Skenglord, thanks for the challenges to fight over stream and the follow. Appreciate it, man. I don't know if you just dropped by to troll me to a fucking fake internet fight or if you're just joshing around and being silly, but whatever. Either way, thanks for this follow, man. I really appreciate it. And as always, $8 T, thank you for dropping massive double D biddies on me, man. I need to look and see. Your bit total has got to be like up over 2,500 or 3,000 by now. You've dropped so many bits on me, dude. We are going to take a quick break here in a minute or two, and we're going to switch over to video games for a little while. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Stay with me. We're going to jump into Battlefront 2, play some of that, see how we can do in PvP, see if I can put some of Crono's competitive advice to work and not get too salty and get shot in the face by a fucking TIE fighter. So I'll be back in 5 minutes or less, and we will switch over to a game. Thank you guys so much, and please hang out with me a little bit longer. BRB.